those of you who made it this far, I am going to spoil one of my videos for you, so if you watch all the way till the end, thank you so much. Anyways, one of the videos that I will be doing soon is blitzing in Nitro type is one of the most used team strategies ever on the site. Every single top team that I have ever heard of has used blitzing and they blitzed a lot. Well, what is blitzing and what makes it so good? Why do all the top teams use blitzing to get so many races done? In this video, we will be looking at blitzing, how it's so useful, and we're going to be trying it out for ourselves. Let's get right into it. So blitzing is a lot like sprinting for a runner. You are trying to get as many races done in a very short amount of time. Captains pick a 1 hour time slot, so let's say 5 to 6 Eastern time. They send all their members a message, hey guys, blitz 5 to 6 Eastern time. Get as many races done as possible in 1 hour, and top 3 or whatever are going to earn prizes. Obviously, certain teams do it differently. I know Syndicate does like top 10 get prizes or something. A ton of other teams run it different ways. But a blitz is very simply trying to get as many races done in a very, very short amount of time. So for all the top teams, that's usually around an hour. They do an hour because it's nice and simple. It's long enough so you can get a lot of races done, but it's short enough so you can actually type a lot of races in a short amount of time. Obviously, if we were to blitz for 5 hours, that wouldn't really be a blitz because that's not really a short amount of time. But 1 hour is a good amount of time. So a lot of these, top teams use blitzing, and what makes it so effective? Well, you're able to get insane amounts of races done in a very short amount of time. I've seen people bragging about their insane amounts of races done in 1 hour. Things like a 120 blitz, where someone does 120 races in an hour. Using different strategies. And if you can coordinate, 30 different people on one team to do that insane amount of activity in 1 hour, you will get a massive point boost on the leaderboards. It's different than just normally racing all the time, which is what, you do most of the time, because when you're blitzing, you really go for it. Like, you'll see in a second, but blitzing, when you are blitzing, you go for it. Obviously, there's a lot of different strategies that go into getting a lot of races during a blitz. Things like sandbagging, so you can do your entire blitz at like a 70 speed and then finish the last 10 races at your full speed and save a lot of time. There's a ton of different tips and tricks and strategies, and a lot of these strategies you might have seen if you watch a couple of Titanium Tendon's speedrun videos, where he tries to do, I believe, 30 races as fast as possible. And he uses a lot of these different strategies that you will find during a blitz. However, today we are sticking with a very normal blitz. This is the type of blitz where you go for points, because sandbagging makes you lose a lot of points because you're typing slower. However, if you blitz your full speed, you will get a lot more points than someone who sandbags. So I'll be trying to do a blitz as fast as possible, except instead of 1 hour, because ain't nobody got time for that, I'm doing 10 races. So 10 races as fast as possible. I have a timer on my phone, and I will be showing you guys just how effective a blitz can be. This is 10 races done as quickly as possible. And as you just saw, we completed 10 races in about 6 minutes and 22 seconds. I did some quick maths, and that would average out to about 94 races per hour. And I quickly looked at some of the sim blitzes that have been going on, and you can see that 94 races per hour would probably do very well in some of these blitzes. You know, we have Leafy with 96, 92. We got some people with 92, 91. But 94 races an hour would probably place me pretty close to the top of some of these Syndicate blitzes. Obviously, Syndicate being one of the better teams. Now, I am a completely inexperienced grinder. I've only blitzed 2 or 3 times recently, so it's been a second since I've ever tried out any of these strategies. The only strategy that I used in that blitz was Control R, or Command R for Mac, which basically refreshes the page the second you finish the race, which means that I don't have to go to the actual race again button, which according to a lot of grinders saves about 2 to 3 seconds per race, so hey, sounds pretty good. However, I wanted to ask one of the most professional grinders in this game what some of his strategies are to do blitzes. You know, how fast, you know, what type of tactics do people use at the highest of levels? Because I'm completely inexperienced and I did 10 races in 6 minutes and 22 seconds. However, you know, Aiden can do races much, much faster than that. So now we'll be talking to Aiden, also known as Hysteria, who is currently in 1st or 2nd place this season, depending on when this comes out. Aiden is an experienced grinder and someone that knows how to do a lot of races at one time. So I asked, do you think that blitzing is an effective strategy for teams to get point boosts? And he said yes, to an extent. Although an excessive amount of blitzes will probably make blitzes less successful, that's just my experience with SSH, Syndicate, and DTR. And so Aiden thinks that, you know, when teams blitz, it's really good at giving them point boosts and helping them out. And he also said yes, but to an extent. You know, although an excessive amount of blitzes will probably make blitzes less successful. I agree with this because, you know, if you blitz 24/7 as a team, you're probably not going to get the best results. So if you do it, you know, maybe once every couple days, that one blitz once every couple days will really pay off. And then I asked him, you know, what do you consider a good amount of races per hour for a blitz? You know, what does he think is a really good efficiency level for blitzing? You know, I don't know. I haven't grinded Nitro in a very long time, which is why I'm asking the input of a pro typist. He said 85 plus, which basically means one race every 47 seconds. I'm just doing the quick math in my head. But 85 plus is definitely below what I was doing. But 85 plus is obviously, you know, it's for an hour versus 10 races, 6 minutes. So if I could keep the same pace up for an hour, then it would be different. And then he brought up a really good point. Kocho naturally outraces me because more people being in their speed zone and Nitro's being worth more in lower speed zones. Exactly. You know, the more people that are in your speed zone and the lower your speed zone is, the more a Nitro will count. Because the shorter a text is, the more a Nitro is worth. This is why people use the 19 words per minute strategy, and of course the 9 words per minute strategy back in the day. I remember when that was a thing, to do insane amounts of races at one time. So of course, the faster you are, the longer races will take because, you know, there's less people in your speed zone. But that is another technical bag can of worms that I really don't want to be opening right now. Anyways, thank you so much to Aiden for answering a couple quick questions about you know, blitzing and grinding and all of that. Hopefully my blitz did alright. I would have averaged 94 races an hour. If I could have kept that pace up. I probably wouldn't have. I probably would have averaged around 85. But Aiden said, you know, 85 is decent enough, so I'll take it, you know. Obviously we can see Aiden is in number 2 on the season, so he has definitely proven himself to be a good grinder. Anyways, thank you all so much for watching. If this video was entertaining, informative, or just plain special in any way, drop a like, subscribe if you enjoyed it, you know. I try to upload daily. I have a lot of really cool video ideas that I want to share with you guys soon, while I have tons of time in the summer. So, subscribe, turn on notifications, because I will be uploading some awesome videos in the future, especially once the Olympics ended. For those of you who made it this far, I am going to spoil one of my videos for you, so if you watch all the way to the end, thank you so much. Anyways, one of the videos that I will be doing soon is trying to grind Nitrite for 24 hours. So playing Nitrite for an entire day. Obviously, I'll take breaks to, you know, eat and stuff, but I wanted to experience the life of a grinder for one day. This video is kind of like a warm-up for that, you know, seeing what a blitz is like, what fast racing is like, what a grinder's life is like. However, soon enough, I will be trying that on my main account for a day. Anyways, I'll see you all in the next video. Goodbye, everyone, and have, as always, wherever you are in the world, have a wonderful day.